Today's video, we're going to be talking about all the investments you guys can make with the radioactive market crash. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So in today's video we're going to be covering all the investments you guys can make over this weekend for the radioactive market crash. We're going to be talking about current team of the weeks, we're going to be talking about mini releases, we're going to be talking about fodder. So we should be able to cover players for all budgets. So let's first off talk about the team itself and talk about if there's any investments in the team. Now regarding cards going out of packs, there actually isn't really anything good because SBC fodder is expected to drop till Sunday evening, meaning you're not going to go and buy like your Benzemas, you're not going to go and buy your likes of your Ericssons, Kantes, Areco, all these guys that are SBC fodder there's no point buying because the SBC fodder that's in packs is going to drop till Sunday evening, and that's going to go and drop the fodder that's out of packs because it's not going to be very good value for money. In regards to players being used for generic SBCs, because EA for this promo has picked players from minor nations or minor leagues, a lot of them aren't good for generic SBCs because generic SBCs are normally using players from the home nation of the home league. So for example, they're using Italian Serie A. And you can see that EA has, again, not picked any of those combinations because that's kind of the whole point of this promo. Thirdly, regarding link investments, now, unless they create some of the minor league players to have insane cards, like the Di Maria very early on in FIFA, there is going to be very low demand for these cards because they're not going to fit in people's teams, and yet they're probably also not going to be good enough for people to go out their way. Now, obviously, Nani's got 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Shaqiri's got 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. So if they really do want to go and make those cards meta, which they can, you might then go and see some link investments and stuff like Beasley going up, maybe you see the likes of Donovan going up, maybe see some Portuguese icons going up. But again, because of the nature of these cards, you actually only need an icon to get them into a squad, and it is unlikely that any of these minor league players are going to be very good, other than maybe Benzema and Kante, of which have the French links, and literally you'd have to link one French player and they'd already be on full cap. Only there won't really be anything regarding this squad right now. Now, the mini release, so again, some of these players might be in the mini release, will be a good investment because this is, again, an investment that's worked promo after promo after promo after promo. And you'd never believe it, it also worked with Black Friday. So what this investment is you basically buy the mini release players at 10 PM on the Sunday. So that was Fekir and Frimpong, and I believe Hemp. Now we can see that this trend even worked during Black Friday, but it works every single week. If you're interested, just check some previous videos of mine. So you can see right here that on Sunday, around about, well, this is going to be 11 PM, he was 280. By the Monday, he was already up at 380. We can see the exact same thing here with Frimpong. We can see that on the Sunday, this time it was about midnight, he got down to 500k. By the Monday, he got up to, what did he get down to? Got down to 500k. By the Monday, he got up to 540 and then went up later in the week. So not an amazing rise actually on Frimpong, but still not bad. Bear in mind it was 24 hours. Hemp, we can see the same thing here. Again, 11 PM, 150k. On the Monday, she literally went up to 220, and I believe that is all she wrote. But this occurs every single time with the mini release. So the cards they release on the Sunday, you're going to buy them around about anywhere from 10 PM through to midnight, and then you're going to go and sell them Monday anywhere from about 1 PM to 4 PM. Normally it's always before 6 PM, so I wouldn't recommend holding past 6 PM. So that is the first trend you can do. The second trend you can do is picking up fodder. This is just a very, very well proven trend. Now, sadly, the fodder that rises for SBCs, the pool of players this year is really, really small. There's literally only like 5 or 6 selected ratings, or not even that, like 3 selected ratings that ever do well. So the fodder we're going to look at buying is going to be the likes of 83s, 84. So we're going to go and buy these cards at 10 PM on Saturday, presuming Saturday doesn't have a good SBC, which for about 4 or 5 weeks in a row now, it hasn't, which has led for fodder to be the cheapest every single time at Saturday 10 PM through to around about Sunday 7 AM in the morning. The reason it rises on the Sunday is because of the icon pack. It'll rise on the Sunday, then through to the Monday, Tuesday, and always peaking on the, I believe, the Wednesday, going into 6 PM. I wouldn't hold past 6 PM because, again, We do normally see lightning rounds on Wednesday 6 PM, which normally drops them. So again, your 2 sell times on Fodder is basically after the 6 PM content on Tuesday or going into the hype of the content around 6 PM on Wednesday. And that is the exact same for the likes of the discard informs. Now obviously discard informs have creeped to an all-time high. So you are really, really risking it at the moment. Obviously these might go back down to about 35 to 30. But it's the same buy time basically. You're going to go and buy Saturday 10 PM through to Sunday 7 AM. Now there will actually be a play in buying these guys Saturday 10 PM through to Sunday 7 AM and selling in the hype of 6 PM on Sunday. But if they aren't needed for Icon SBCs, they're probably going to go down 20%. Now they can go up 30% if needed for the upgrade SBCs midweek. But if they're not needed for the upgraded SBCs midweek, they'll probably go down another 20%. So what I mean by that is, let's say these cards go down to 35k on the Sunday evening. Going into 6 PM, they'll probably be up at like 40, which isn't the worst profit. And then if they are needed, they'll probably go from 40 to maybe 50 again. If they aren't needed, they'll go down from 40 to maybe 32, 35. If they're then not needed on the Monday, they'll then go down to probably about 25 to 28. So just expect 10-20% drops every single time they're not needed, but then at the same time expect 10-20% rises if they're needed. They're generally the biggest gamble you can take with Fodder, but there is an equal risk to reward. So for those adrenaline junkies at the transfer market, go crazy. Which then takes me on to the last investment of the week, and that is your meta team of the weeks. Now, because of how much discard informs are, it's very rare to actually get informs that are much more than discard. So the players we have this week are going to be Garnacho, but I'll be honest, by the weekend he'll be a discard inform in terms of he'll be 40-50k, which is the bottom rate of informs, therefore I wouldn't rate him. The reason I wouldn't rate buying informs that are at the floor rate of an inform is because if informs drop, they drop despite being a well-demanded card. Because let's say this is what would naturally happen with the likes of Team of the Weeks. So we've got a Team of the Week that's released on the Wednesday, and then they normally go down on the Friday, and then they'll normally rebound to the Tuesday. So this is the normal trend of a meta Team of the Week. So what will happen is they'll go down, 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 get to around about Sunday, and then they'll rebound going into Tuesday. So then the profit is between here and here, right? But the problem is if a inform is currently going for 50k, right? And these are, fodder informs. What this does is it doesn't allow the player to naturally drop as low as they would do. And as a result, naturally they drop here, right? Because it's a weekendly demanded inform, and it'd go down in price because people are packing it over the weekend but no one's buying it, and then it rises towards it going out of packs. But because it never has this drop, the card doesn't go down to its natural demand point because it has this demand for informs. And as a result, the inform really is nothing more than a fodder inform. So that's why I don't like buying informs that are at the bottom price of informs, because they're not allowed to naturally go down to the price they go to. Whereas obviously someone like Theo Hernandez isn't 320k because he's being put in SBCs, but someone like Garnacho this weekend may only hold 50k because he's being put in SBCs. So that brings us back to who are the informs we can work with this week. The best one is undoubtedly Theo Hernandez. The other investments you can go over are the likes of Hansen and Dybala. Trent by the weekend should be discard inform. Berardi by the weekend should be a discard inform, and we had Renard last week who would make him a bit null worth buying, and let's say Garnacho will also be a discard inform. So you only have 3 informs. In terms of ROI, bin off Hansen, very unlikely you see a great ROI on a 120k player. Leaves us to Dybala and Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez is going to be obviously the best player because of the French links, but Dybala will also work. We're going to go buy these cards on Sunday 10 PM through to about 7 AM. Well, it's actually Sunday 10 PM through to about 2-3 AM in the morning on Monday. So basically just buy as late evening as you can on the Sunday if you want to be more realistic with buy prices. Regarding selling these, for the last few weeks prior Black Friday, you're actually able to hold on to Team Weeks till about Friday. So I'd buy this Sunday and sell the up and coming Friday, presuming there's nothing in the Friday promo that would drop them. The reason I'd be quite confident about holding these cards going into Friday is because I believe Radioactive is just a 1 week promo. And as a result, we're going to go into Team of the Group stage next week. I don't think Team of the Group stage would have much for people to panic about because it's normally just base cards with inform upgrades and nothing more interesting. So regarding investing in the promo team, it's a lot more risky than the other plays because there's not consistent trends amongst promo teams. But the most popular players, if you do want to go and invest in them, you can look at picking them up on the Sunday at 10 PM / Monday about 3 AM. And then you're going to go and sell them anywhere from Tuesday to Friday. But we normally do see really good rebounds between the Sunday to the Tuesday. So it's more risky than going with the meta informs and more risky than going with the fodder. But if you want something a little bit more high risk, high reward, what you're going to do is you're going to wait till we get to Sunday. You're going to head over to Footbin. You're going to go PGP. Then what you're going to do is you're going to click on version and it'll have the radioactive team. Are you team week 11, for example? You're then going to click on games, and this is going to show you the most used players. You're then going to go and buy the most used players between 10 PM and 3 AM on the Sunday and the Monday. And then you're just going to go and sell these cards Tuesday 1 PM through to, I don't know, around about 3, 4 PM. Because they then would be favoured to go down midweek like we saw with the triple threat cards. So that is about all she wrote. Hopefully it's helped you guys with loads of investments you can make over the weekend. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.